yes, people, big up. Welcome to Never 5. If you've never been here before, make sure you like and subscribe, because if you don't, you might forget. And then, you can just go and complain and ask every single time, innit? But big up to the panel. We're joined by Specs and also Monts come over from Saeed's channel. Then we also got Mr. VD and Roms, who likes to escape any sort of cooking as much as possible, innit? So, yeah, there's no point trying to do it. What? 1, 2, what is it? Tuesday today. Yeah, 3 days after. Roms, how does it feel to be a part of the MI? Like, was it MI5? Is that it?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, you just go higher, then, isn't it?
Listen, life takes over. I went to the game. The coach.
Oh, you went. Hold on. Whoa. You went to the game.
Yes, bro. So when Kaz is saying I was hiding, and that you know the M6 on the way up to Liverpool, man. Yeah, coach broke down, so I didn't get home till like 3 a.m, bro. So, and then there was boxing and whatnot. But I'm here now. You can cook me now. But no, I'm good. I'm good. It was embarrassing, bro. It was an embarrassing defeat. But we need to react tonight. Big game. I don't know about Mont. I ain't the most confident about this one, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, man. We're gonna talk a little bit about like Liverpool, slut watch. We're gonna be talking about the expectations for you lot, because obviously you said a little something before in pre-season. If you avoid Real Madrid, then we got once also gassed about the Real Madrid thing, which is, in fairness, he said he sticks by it. We can talk about that. We'll also talk a little bit about Manchester City.
I wanted to talk about Tottenham, because I haven't had a chance to talk about Tottenham.
We can run that up anyways. But
one thing I've realised, you two love shitting on Tottenham.
Nah, bro, do you know what it is, yeah? Do you know what it is? Like, I think, even me, to a certain extent, I think the whole football world, we've had our fucking eyes put. We've had what's the term? I don't want to do a tieism. We've had the wool pull over our eyes on Tottenham fucking Hotspur for too long. Actually, Monts, you know what? A couple of weeks ago, you were defending Tottenham's squad.
It wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah, you were defending.
What? As in their squad or their 11?
No, do you know what? Let's do their best. You were defending their best 11.
Yeah, that's
you were defending their best. No. Bro, either way, defending their best 11, you deserve to be fucking sent to Guantanamo Bay for that as well, because their best 11 is fucking shit. Yeah, Van de Ven. Apart from Van de Ven, I do not rate any of their players. Son, I did, but Son's just being played out of position and coming of age. So, and I don't feel it's right to ever slander someone that's like 32, 33. I find it weird. But when you they've spent nearly 120 million on Solanke and fucking Brennan Johnson. Yeah, that is stinky. That is so stinky.
But to be fair, for me, I've always called their wingers very shit. I think in terms of their core in their 11, I think individually, and maybe this is actually down to the manager, I think individually, when you look at Moreira and Van de Ven, I don't think they're bad centre-backs. Do you know what I'm saying? I think Maddison's not a bad player, but again, and I look at Son, he's actually a good player, but again, they kind of don't really have a position for Son at the moment, which is weird, because I don't think he's that good as a striker, but I also think he's kind of lost his legs as a left winger as well. Not lost his legs.
He needs to play off a striker. I think the only place he can play now is like
his role's a bit like at the moment. And then obviously you look at Basuma, who I think had a good start to the season. And the thing is with Tottenham, of course, they're again performing well in possession, but no bite up front. And that's what I think. Up front, they've had nothing. And it's funny, Roms, that people say this. I actually think they miss Richarlison.
Oh, do you know what?
Genuinely.
I hear that.
Call me crazy.
I hear
Call
that.
me crazy. Genuinely, because because when Richarlison was playing, these men were bagging goals last season. They were bagging goals.
What I would say, Richarlison in this squad, it helps with the goals, but I feel like sometimes you like to paint him out like he's a good player. He's none of that.
Listen. On Sunday, yeah, it just exposed how they're shit. They're really sorry. I can't say anything more than they are shit. Brennan Johnson, yeah, just kept spamming crosses, and he couldn't even beat the first man. And it just shows. But then the other thing is, I look at Ange to a certain extent and go, right, you're playing against, for me, the most organised defence in the Premier League, the most informed defence in the Premier League, I would imagine, stats-wise, over the last 12 to 16 months, possibly even longer, probably the best defense in the Premier League, and this is a team that in that particular game are more than happy to play a low block and sit back. So they've just gone 1-0 up. You're trying to spam crosses, one, right, where they're just eating them up all day long, and two, you've gone, I know what we'll do is, they've gone 1-0 up. They're playing a low block. They're sitting deep. Let's go on Timo Werner because that's going to deal with the matter. Bro, I'm looking at Ange going, what are you on? And unless Ange wants to come out and like start blaming the board like everyone else does.
What else have you got though, Daps? What else have
but Specs, this is my problem, People said, well, he had to change something.
It didn't have to change
Timo Werner. Not Timo Werner, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
No point.
The whole thing is you brought off... No, but hold on. You brought off Maddison, who, unlike BJ, actually can play a pass. I know he didn't look great, but when you go 1-0 down, what are you doing? You're bringing on Timo Werner, who at best can run in behind if you've got space behind. But Arsenal are sitting so deep, you ain't going to have space behind. I just think Ange got it wrong. And as for Romero, I do think Romero is a good defender, but I just think Van de Ven, that game as well, if it wasn't for Van de Ven, I reckon Arsenal might have scored 2 or 3. Because there was a couple of interceptions that Van de Ven made where he picked up on runners, and if it wasn't for his pace, I think Arsenal could have had a few more chances.
I've clocked his weakness though. Have you not noticed how slow he is, when it comes to players like changing direction?
Oh, for
he's not that agile.
He's not that agile.
He's not that agile.
I wouldn't say no. It's not that he's not agile. It's when he has to readjust his body when he's traveling at speed because he runs so fast. If you cut back at the right time, he'll actually fly to Antarctica. Like
it's not even just that much.
I promise you, he'll be sliding like Sol Campbell, bro. If you know, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like genuinely. When man are running at you, that's why you see when you see a mad fast defender, don't always think, this is done, this is dead.
I mean, you reminds me of those videos on TikTok, when them cars,
when they're like,
for the gravity,
Have you seen when that guy gets have you seen that one video where the guy gets thrown and he's just sliding across the road and he's in like the joke outfit?
I've got one right
now. Because he done one the first 5 minutes. Man. I can't remember who he got the ball off. He just went flying, bro.
You can't defend Romero in it because Romero's underrated.
You can't stop yourself. It's impossible. Yes.
Yeah. What you say, Specs, man?
Boy, I'm all right, man. You get what I'm saying? I'm unbeaten. Big up to all the unbeaten crew. Get me, big up to Man City and Daps and that. Nothing new for them, man. But that will change when it comes to St. James Park. I think we might get a draw out of them. We might disrupt that. But I'm good, man.
That would still mean we're both unbeaten. So that wouldn't change anything, bro. If you get a draw.
I hear that. But for someone like Newcastle, little old Newcastle, by the way, Steady Eddie, as you call him, I think that'd be great. We're not playing.
Do you think I'm going to change my mind on you, man? Steady Eddie's still Mark Hughes, Mark V2. Bro, you lot haven't looked good. Let's be real.
And I'm going to get onto that, but because you might say it in a very negative way, I take a positive from that. We ain't look great.
What, a positive for not looking good?
Yeah, you know what? You know what? Hold on, let me land.
You sound like deluded Deji now.
No, wait, let me land. No, when you hear me, you understand what I'm saying. We ain't clicked right now, as we usually do, and we're unbeaten, bro.
Did you click last season at all?
Hold on, no, because we had too much injuries. But anyway,
right.
We're unbeaten in all comps, and we not look good in the matches. But we will click eventually.
No, stop. When you say in all comps, why? What other comps have you played, please?
In the Carabao Cup.
Who did you play? Away. Oh, fucking hell. Right. Months. 5 months.
There you go. So, a credible team. Forest are unbeaten as well, not in all comps, because we obviously beat them in the cup. So, we can only click and get better. Hopefully, we keep most of our players fit. And then we push for the top 4, hopefully. Finish above Man United. Finish above Chelsea. And then we'll do this, bro. We will, bro.
Why do you say finish above Tottenham? Why don't you say finish above Tottenham? Tottenham is a team you will finish above.
Yeah, but Tottenham's just whatever in it, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, the way I see it, Newcastle are doing their thing quietly. People have slipped on us for the whole summer.
I don't usually do this because I think the overrating of your club is now stopped. So now I can be quite objective about Newcastle. You are quietly doing your thing. I'll be honest. Tonali coming back. Tonali's been wicked. Tonali's last game
Bad boy.
Oh, he's a very bad boy. That's
he came,
that's why
he
he got
was saying
suspended
he
for a
made
year.
the difference. I don't know what it is, but Tonali somehow found some feet in the side that he wants to turn into Kobe Manu and start taking man down the left-hand side and start doing the trickery. We saw it in the Euro.
Well,
I mean,
you
we
know
saw
what?
it in the Nations
No,
League.
I think it's
The Nations League.
He started to take on,
Against
man.
You know what?
France,
He's
yeah.
fresh, man.
Fucking
He's fresh.
insane.
He's
Yeah,
hungry.
You know what I think it's them. I'm
Oh,
expecting. I think it's them from because I only caught like the second half, but he balled out against France, innit?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what makes
I think
That
it's
assist.
them from then.
That assist,
Yeah.
man. He's got confidence. He's obviously feeling fresh, and I think deep down he knows he owes Newcastle, bro. Like we've
Yeah, he
supported him.
does.
The fans were all stuck behind him. No one got onto him. You get what I'm saying? That's the kind of club we are.
Spec, I don't want to
That's
burst your
not
bubble,
big
bro.
man.
I don't want to burst your bubble, but there's no loyalty, bro. If a big comes in for him from a bigger club, he's
I didn't
off,
go
bro.
there.
You
know,
I bet he would
no-
as well. I bet he would.
But look, there's a few plays like that potentially. Isaac, the Brunos. You get what I'm saying? Obviously,
Oh,
Anthony
Bruno's gone,
Gordon's,
man.
etc. It's Isaac, but it all depends what Newcastle do, bro. I think even though we've held on to our players, and really we should have sold one in terms of PSR, but we managed to keep them. I think, unfortunately, if you don't finish in the top 4, definitely, I think next
Bro.
season one of them's going, bro. Like, I
I
think it's
saw
just
some mad thing.
Isaac to Arsenal.
I saw
Guarantee
some
you.
mad. I saw some mad thing about
Oh,
Newcastle about that goalkeeper that you bought from Forest.
Yeah, what about him, the Greek guy?
Who's that?
That basically,
Villa Hamos
you,
or something.
yeah, that basically you. So you already have 4 goalkeepers. Yeah, you
We
didn't need
want
him.
him. No, it's
but
part of the PSR.
Part of the PSR thing.
And
that
Anderson.
basic-
Yeah,
Yeah,
like basically, like what most teams are doing now is, especially in that moment before the June, before that deadline, some teams are finding a loophole to work together. That's how messed up it's got. Teams have got to work together and say, all right, then, boom, give us the goalkeeper.
Who came up with the loophole? Who came up with the loophole?
I don't know, but
So you
the likes of Man
this-
City
this-
caused the
no,
problem.
bro, we know
Chelsea,
who came up with the loophole.
UNBV.
Bro, let me tell you. Let me tell you, who came up with the loophole. Yeah.
Who?
It was Forest that came up with the fucking loophole because you lot are so thick. You've got all this money. You don't know how to come up with fucking loopholes. Cute. Stop
you
being
know-
cute. I'm going to keep telling you this. Find some loopholes and go
You know
and
what it
spend
is?
some money.
You know what it is, bro? Bro, we ain't all got lawyers like you.
Man
We all
told
can't
you
sell.
Bro, you've got more money than
Let
us.
me out.
Go and buy them.
I had this
Go and
argument
buy
before.
them, bro. You've got
Yes,
money.
but you can't be
Bro.
saying that. You got the most
man.
money.
No,
You got the
man.
no, we've got the richest owners in the world. Like, we'll clean out all these man. Obviously, you get
Bro,
what I'm
let's
saying?
be real. If you went
we
to
can't do
Panic,
that.
bro, we've got Lord Panic, yeah?
That's a mad
Right.
name, by the way.
If you man are worth like 600 times as much of us.
Yeah.
Just go,
I
well,
know.
middle of court, middle of 115. Just rock up in the court with a load of dough and go, Panic.
Bro.
Come and help us spend some money, please.
You know
It'll
what?
fuck City off and go to you. lot.
Unless Newcastle say, F it, I don't care about points deductions. Let's just do what we're doing. I don't think that's the right way to go, bro. I've been asked that question before by other
Cute,
Newcastle
cute,
fans.
bare cute.
But nah, because bro, I don't want to get caught up in that in the Man City thing dragging on and how many thousand charges and all this crap. You get me, bro? We ain't got hotels to sell.
1,000.
We ain't, bro. You know what I mean?
No, it
Silly.
tells the same.
Like obviously with Man City,
Hotels.
you already done the whole loopholes, selling assets to yourself and all this madness. We can't do that. That's done now, bro. You man messed it up for the likes of us. PSR really came in because when Newcastle came, when our owners came.
So
that's
you
when we
messed it
started
up
this
for
whole
everyone.
So you
basically.
messed up for everyone.
So
No,
you messed it up for everyone.
No, it's the Premier League and some
This is
other
why
clubs
Danny
that
Roman left,
hate on
really
us.
and truly.
Bro, clubs hate. Obviously, I think clubs hating us as well. I think that's what it is. It's a threat, innit? You get what I'm saying? But we'll be all right, bro. Hopefully they
think we'll be
tweak
alright.
things. I think Man City going against the Premier League, that might help things. Leicester City
Oh,
found a
but the
loophole.
whole thing is,
Hold on,
that,
wait.
that was
Sorry.
supposed to come out on
Hold on.
Monday, the results from that, but they still keep dragging that one on as
Well,
well.
I think City's got a case somehow anyway. And the fact Leicester City pull one over the Premier League's eyes, that's not a good look at all.
Yeah.
Big blow for the Premier League and their lawyers and everything. So I think something might tweak and change. But I want to do things organically, like the old school days, like Arsenal's and the Man United's. You get me? I don't mind doing things organically, bro.
Oh yeah, that was so organic, so organic. Man United, so
Man
organic.
United were organic, bro.
Fuck
They
off.
were organic. Come
Mate,
on, bro.
all of these rules have been put in because of that level of being organic, bro. Be real.
No,
All the
they were-
rules were put. No, bro, the rules were put in to ideally try
that's
and
how
keep
great Man
the
United was.
same-
Is it?
But they were
You think
they
so?
were put in. They were put in to ensure that other people couldn't break into that top 6.
Oh, do you mean
So
when
you-
you man? Oh, you mean when you man? Not Man
No,
United. You mean
and
you man? you mean.
and you.
Look
No,
at these
no.
oil brothers.
Don't worry, bro.
Arguing,
Don't worry.
man.
Oh, yo, stop it. No, but when you man obviously come in, obviously done your thing, or Chelsea, should I say, when it started all that, Man City said, no, F this. Then obviously, bro, that's when it really changed. I can't blame Man United, bro. The Man United, the Arsenals, It was organic, bro. The good old days. You get me?
This is a
good old
comment, by the
days.
way.
Good old days when you lot was still shit.
That's a good comment. He said if Man City knew how to find loopholes, we wouldn't have 115.
No, we found them. We found them. The difference is that what Bowley did was Bowley found loopholes and called it out for everyone to see. Here, let me show you the loopholes.
He snitched on himself.
The 115
Whereas City have gone, no, fuck you, take us to court. Then we'll show you the loopholes.
By the way, look, man, 350 in the house as well. We know Champions League's all going on Europa League.
What's the score? Is it 0-0?
With who?
Villa. Villa are playing now.
Tielemans are still against Young Boys. But do smash the like button if you don't mind. Yeah, I know that's the whole point. Do smash the like button if you don't mind.
Stadium's cool.
Get it to 100. Oh my god.
Nah, go on. What's it called?
Is it called a wank sign, isn't it?
What?
Yeah, actually.
A wank stadium or something.
Oh yeah, it's called the Wank Toff Stadium or something, isn't it?
Oh my god, yeah, I remember last year.
I remember last year.
I thought it was Stadium.
Pay your rent. Liverpool, man. AC Milan. Yos.
Yes, sir. Ramsey.
Yeah, there. You know what I'm saying?
Confident, because Monster sent me clips of Origi earlier against AC Milan.
That header was cold, wasn't it? That header was
I sent the thing. Cass is doing the Lion Man thing. I sent him that clip to laugh at Tomori's touch, not because of Origi's header. You know what I'm saying? But that's fine. We can act like that's the reason I sent it because anyway. But listen, Tomori's a great defender.
Do you know
I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited. Do you know what it is? I'm just excited. Yeah, because UCL, man, it's just good to be back. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be back where I belong. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, you weren't in it last season,
bro, that's the first time I ain't been there in 7 years, bro. First time I ain't been there in like 7 years, bro. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Oh, no,
VD, you must feel the same for this season, right? Oh shit, my bad.
Man. Nah, listen, Ghent's better than AC Milan in it, so I'm looking forward to my. I don't even know what day we even play on. Today, I can't lie.
It's conference on a Friday or something.
I don't fucking know.
How about this? There's not as much teams in the conference league that there's not even a full roster of like 9-8 teams in the old league things. That's 7.
No, there's still B36 and Bruno's Magpies and that. What are you talking about? What?
Oh yeah,
next year, man. We're getting Champions League next year.
Listen, man. Don't listen. We posted on the blog B36. Sounds like somewhere in it. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man.
Sounds like somewhere near you.
But literally.
Hey, V, why are you so confident they're going to get Champions League? I don't understand this Chelsea. Everyone's just so confident they're going to get. Like, what gives you that?
Confident.
I'm confident. What? Explain to me though. What gives you the vibe?
I'm gonna say the classic thing. I'm gonna say it. Once should know what we have the third best squad in the league. We have the third best squad in the league, especially in my opinion. And I think Maresca, he's a good enough manager. He's a good enough manager to get us top 4 in it. Our players are good. Our managers all right.
Really?
So I think we're good, man. I think other teams are on the decline. I can't lie. I don't think you lot are getting top 4.
Who?
All.
Us.
Newcastle.
Why is that?
No, Liverpool will. Liverpool.
What's your reasons for that? What's your reasons for that though?
You got he's like.
Oh, well, what?
No, man. I'm not rating these lot like that. I think you got the reason right in it. Honestly, I think Eddie Howe's a shit manager. I can't even lie. I don't rate him at all. I don't rate him at all. I think he's
Eddie Howe is a shit manager. So is Maresca better than him?
Maybe not shit, but this guy, he's a mid-table manager. Like he's not one of your guys.
Well, he's not been mid-table for the last 3 seasons or so.
He's like someone that makes you from 8 to like 6.
He made top 4.
But Mark Hughes vibes.
No, that's the Bournemouth days, right? He's not been a mid-table team for Newcastle.
I don't think he's. Listen, if you are going to push forward, you need to get rid of Eddie Howe. You don't need a.
I'm cool with him.
More modern football.
Wait. I swear I got screenshots.
Dred, just so you know, I watched your watch along on Sunday.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying, like, you obviously you didn't seem that confident throughout the game. I'm just saying.
No, I know when it started dragging out and it was still 1-0 up, we just couldn't get at it. Then I kind of gave in and said, you know what, I think it's done. But we scored 2 goals.
Sky,
you didn't
one
seem
in
that
the comments.
confident.
You're
I mean,
a Chelsea fan, and this guy says Newcastle in Paul and me, they were poor against Wolves. I'm like, but you were poor against Bournemouth and Palace.
Yeah, but we got it over the line with individual talents, bro. Like the Barnes, you get me, bro. Fabian Schär scoring bangers.
You weren't that good.
Should have beat them.
Chelsea.
How many times do you reckon Harvey
anyway,
Barnes is going to do that this season? Tell me.
I think Harvey Barnes will eventually get called up to the England squad, bro, if he carries on like this, because he was doing that before he got injured anyway. And he goes under the radar. Sorry.
Well, a lot of people get called up to the England squad.
The England squad is stacked right now, especially with Carsley involved. It's stacked.
I don't know how it will work.
I rate Barnes. I've always rated Barnes, but England squad, he might get one of them called up.
That's a squad. You get me?
Can I
don't know.
Can I ask a question, Roms? Yeah,
you were gonna say deserved it, didn't you?
I was.
It's not if your team loses today, Roms. What do you think? What's gonna go in your mind? Because I know what Monster's gonna do, and I'll be there.
If we lose tonight, it depends how we lose. There's a way to lose. Do you get? If they're not gonna have a low block, so they're gonna be gung ho lead up space at the back. If we just lose like embarrassingly and whatnot, a bit of panic might set in. But if it's a close game and we've not been battered pillar to post, then I'm still not gonna go like reactionary or be like, oh, it's doom and gloom. Do you know what I mean? But I just don't want to lose. That's the main thing, because I think tonight will be tough. If this was before the international break, AC Milan hadn't won a game. Now, the couple of days before they played Liverpool, they battered, don't know who it was, but they battered someone 4-0. So now the morale's high. They're coming into this game a bit of form. Obviously, the narrative, Leao against Trent, can he handle? He has handled big, but he has handled a lot of wingers in the Champions League in the past. So I just think you've got that narrative. I think it'll be one in the midfield because
Watkins.
Yeah. So for me, I'll drop Szoboszlai tonight and start Jones. That's just me personally. I don't want to see him starting another game for us in a while because he's in poor form. He's just not good. But I just don't want to lose tonight. That's the main thing.
It's not was criticising Szoboszlai saying for an attacking midfielder, his numbers need to improve.
He said his number, and it's true. Yeah. For the position he played, and now the formation we played, basically 4-2-4, with Gravenberch and McAllister being a bit deep and him kind of having that free role, his numbers need to be higher. If it was last season in a Klopp system, then maybe you could argue it doesn't really matter as much. But this year, has to.
Rumsey's just shit, bro. And it's all right to say it, but he's just shit.
No, I did say shit, but that's what I'm saying. Jones starts for me tonight, but I think one thing with Slot, the way he pressed the tempo, that's what he is. He's not it. He's actually not.
I'm not gonna lie. I watched quite a bit the Euros, and for Hungary, he was everything that Hungary did.
Did he not score bad goals?
Not just he scored a bad
goal. He's been doing that. He's been doing that.
Like for Hungary, his crossing was on job. If it were like everything went for him.
I think I'd look good for Hungary.
Out wide more. Yeah.
He scored that recently. They scored that free kick, didn't he, as well?
Yeah.
Recently.
I don't know. I don't watch enough of him, but boy, from the Hungarian Gerrard to shit.
Hungarian Henderson.
Bro, Henderson's your best ever captain, bro. So I would never do that to him.
Man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
So I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think you probably end up doing the job on them. I'm not a big fan of Leao. I actually don't really like Milan's team.
Leao's a baller, man. I don't get the hate on Leao. He's a baller.
No, Leao's not a baller. But he's
compared to Rashford, didn't you?
I think he's overrated.
Come in and be your best.
You know what it is, yeah? No, he wouldn't. The thing is,
yes, that's not difficult.
What the fuck? Of course he fucking would.
No, he wouldn't.
You know what it is, yeah?
Once you're an aesthetic merchant, you know what it is with these lanky dons that can dribble.
You're an aesthetic merchant. What are you talking about?
I can't lie, man. Top take, but
getting me mixed up with Rams.
I think Ahmad's
better than him. Ahmad's better than him.
Leao's decision making is horrible.
What are you talking? What the fuck are we doing?
Ahmad's better than him once. I'm telling you, Leao's overrated.
You're gonna call me an aesthetics merchant. You're gonna call me an aesthetics merchant.
Hey, once sees a few clips on
what's Ahmad done in ball?
Thinks he's a baller. He's living the
fucking Leao given a chance once.
Leao is a chance.
He's not the way man them dispute body of work in this game of football and call me an aesthetics merchant is the most backwards thing I've ever seen, bro. Backwards.
Don't sleep on Milan, though. Don't sleep on Milan. We played them last season at San Siro, and if Trent's gone up against him, he needs to try not go out of position because what Milan allow Leao to do.
How dare you?
What they allow
comparing yourself in the Champions League.
Champions League, bro. I'm just saying, don't sleep on them. And Leao, they give him the license to not have to track back. He will hang up there, bro. Like that's it. I clocked it.
For me, it's just like Leao's not shit. All right, let's get one thing straight. I think he's a good winger, but he's not that version that everyone thinks. He's mad inconsistent. He just reminds me of Rashford too much. Piri version, man. He's got moments of brilliance in him. He's got a good shot on him. But when it comes to everything else around the game, link up, whatever, it's super mid and off.
I'm gonna ask you that. You think he's mid, yeah?
This is why I wanted him to come to.
Listen. He's still better than Ahmad, bro. Dude,
his footballing IQ is not all there.
Do you know what? I think Ahmad's more efficient with the ball. Much more efficient with the ball than
Ahmad's had Leao's been playing. That's played at a higher level and done more. Man, I just underestimating.
If Leao is starting for me, Leao's starting for you. Then
he would start for us. He would.
I don't think he does. I think Diaz is better.
Diaz is better than him. I'm not Diaz's biggest fan. Diaz is better than him.
You just said Noni Madueke would start over Diaz. So that doesn't work either then.
What are we doing there, lads? What are we doing there?
I changed that still. I had to change that one. I was hot with Diaz. I was hot with.
I think everyone's tired, bro.
That was a Haaland.
Bro, Diaz ain't better than Leao, bro. Fuck that. I'm not hearing that, bro.
It's Harvey Barnes.
I think Harvey Barnes is better than Leao. How about that?
No, Harvey Barnes is you know what? No comment.
Underrated baller.
Yeah, allow me. No comment.
Underrated.
Definitely underrated. He's definitely underrated. I won't get involved.
Should we starting over Gordon right now?
Who? No, he ain't. He's on the bench, bruv. No, when Barnes comes on, if Barnes starts, they put Gordon on the right.
Yeah,
but they both want to play on the left, innit? But they're both kind of doing their thing.
Someone's just more efficient than the other. Like someone has to come on and save you all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's all about having a bench.
All of a sudden, Gordon's not efficient after 3 games.
I like Gordon.
I've got him still, but you got to remember, bro.
He's not been it at the moment.
Bro, that's why you need a bench sometimes. Have you got a bench, bro? Anyone fancy we can bring on? Really?
They don't even have an 11. They don't even have an 11.
Chelsea have a bench.
You got Tonali, Willock, and Barnes on the bench. You get what I'm saying? So
and Murphy.
Oh yeah, injuries won't matter. Bo, if you want to remember this, so you are waxing lyrical about your squad now, yeah?
No, the bench. Not the squad.
About your squad. No, bench, squad, same shit, different smell.
Because it's still thin, isn't it? Like, you get what I'm saying? Takes 1 or 2 injuries. It's made of glass. You get what I'm saying? We still got Botman out. Still got Lascelles out. It's thin, bro. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
I think don't try and catch me out, bro. I think your fan base, though, Roms and once would do a flip if you lot lost. If you lost, not even I don't think it really matters about the performance.
What if you lot leave? Roms, you were there. Roms, you were there.
You already know how.
Were people leaving?
Yeah, they were.
What? The Forest game?
Yeah.
We saw people leaving 10 minutes before.
No. If you ever told you that, it's a myth.
No, they were. I saw it, bro. About 5 minutes beforehand. I saw it.
Bro, have you left as well, Geordie? Where were you? Have you left now?
When you say left, like,
yeah, I don't know. You left just like him.
One second. No, I'm just doing something. 1 sec. Go on. Carry on.
But I was going to always ask
when you said left, like, do you mean like straight after the goal? Like,
No.
Round the 90th.
We were hearing like from about that 85th minute that it might have been before that people were leaving, and I found that I didn't believe it, to be honest with you.
I'm not just saying that. I'll call things out. Now, honest, we didn't sing. The ground was quiet. All that stuff, but people weren't leaving early.
Magic of Anfield, yeah. But what's it called? I was alongside the Milan game though to keep on track of that as well. I don't think a loss is a bad thing to Milan away, in it. Personally, I think San Siro is just difficult in general. But then again, we'll see what Slott's about. When the way I think he might set up a little bit different. Actually, how about this? I think the way he plays suits Champions League more than what people think.
Yeah,
it's more patient. And with Champions League, you don't need to be gung ho. You just need to be patient and pick your moments. So you think what Real Madrid do all the time. I think this game is probably more catered for you than it is Milan.
Just to repass to something he said, yeah, the reason why it would be like mad if we lost because of the weekend. If we didn't lose at the weekend, I think losing against Milan first European game, it wouldn't have been that mad. But the fact you come off the back of a loss, we need a reaction, bro. I just don't want to lose. I'll take a draw right now. Like I don't care.
I think I'm also like not really taking in the fact that we're playing Milan at the San Siro. We're not exactly. We're not playing young boys.
Have you noticed as well? Chelsea fans are Milan fans now. They're calling it Le Cobham, Pulisic, Pulisic, Loftus-Cheek, Tomori,
Tammy Abraham just signed.
But let's be real, Chelsea's fan base is so bizarre. They want to wax lyrical about Cobham. They want to talk about their Cobham boys when it suits them, but then other times they don't want to. You know, Mount was the.
Wait, Tammy's there as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
Mount was the Cobham boy, and then they want to like disown him.
AC Chelsea,
right? Is what it is, man. It's what it is. But let's be real. Chelsea, half of Chelsea's fan base became Bayern Munich fans when fucking Tuchel went to Bayern Munich. Like that.
They had Musiala as well. Where did he come from? So.
Oh well, in that case, yeah, bro. Literally, Chelsea. The minute Chelsea stopped winning trophies, they were just trying to claim bare different clubs, just to try, just literally spamming out there in hope that they can claim
ones that get moved on like a bit unjustly. Then I think I'll back like. Loftus-Cheek never done anything wrong. I can't lie. I'm not singing praises about Pulisic,
bro. Loftus-Cheek is a good prospect.
And fucking Tomori, I think Tomori he shouldn't have been sold. Tammy Abraham, it was probably right for him, but he was a good player for us. So I'm always going to be, like edge him on in it because, I mean, they were good for us. They were good servants for us.
What do you not want to see from Liverpool tonight, though?
Szoboszlai drop. I'd only make one change, Jones for Szoboszlai. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll keep the team the same. Some people are calling for Jota to be dropped. I kind of hear he's the one player in our squad. Even the first 3 games, I don't think's been that good.
I'd start Gakpo instead of Diaz.
No, I'm not saying I'll drop him. But I'm saying there's some fans.
If you were going to drop Jota, who would you play up there?
Fans are calling for Nunes to start. I wouldn't, by the way. I wouldn't.
Chiesa and then put Salah in the middle.
Chiesa.
I
think one of the mad things for me is, look, Diaz has had a couple of good games this season, yeah, but if you go back to those Euros, remember how much Gakpo was cooking on the left. Me and Cass were talking about this the other day, yeah. Gakpo was cooking on the left for Holland, right? And I think you should have rode that wave, because now by dropping him, you could say that, you know, he probably would have come back from those Euros with his confidence through the roof. But now, not featuring so much, is his confidence going to be a bit less?
I hear you, Dax, but I just don't think he's good enough to start for us. I just think he's the best player.
And a mentality thing as well. Man.
Exactly, and even when I've seen him on the left, me personally, I wanted him gone in the summer. I know it's only been a year and a half, but you know when you just know a player's never really going to be that level for your club, and I wanted to protect the resale value. Yeah, literally Phillips. So I wanted him gone.
Gomez.
No. Joe Gomez done his thing.
No, Sergio Gomez.
Sergio
Gomez. Sergio Gomez.
But even this weekend, I know we were behind, but Gakpo came on. In fact, no, did he come on before the goal once? I think,
bro. I don't even know if he played or not. Don't ask me questions like that.
Exactly. I just don't think whether it's left down the middle. Gakpo is not good enough for us.
We'll see the strength. We'll see the strength of your squad.
But the thing is, yeah, I would start Gakpo tonight personally, because I think
you got to rotate. You got to rotate.
Yeah, I'd start. If Trey didn't play in the under 19s or under 21s, I think it was, whichever one it was, then I'll be real. Then I would have given one of the youngsters maybe a lookout, maybe a Morton or something. Like, I know that sounds mad at the San Siro, but these men have played at the San Siro before. Like, if you go look at the 11 that played at the San Siro 2 years ago, like, some of the young boys did get around. Yes, we were in a good. Yes.
Bro.
To be fair, we were 5 straight wins into the group stage, so I understand that. So if anyone said, "Oh yeah, you had 5 wins already," but yeah, it's the first game, and I think there needs to be slight rotation. For me, I know Curtis Jones and Endo aren't really trusted by the manager, and that's my only real concern about Slot, is that his lack of trust with the squad.
It's like you only trust 11, isn't it? Yeah. And no one else.
For me, if you don't trust the fringes of the squad, then why was there no heat on the board for signings? Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's like him. Because he got his, like, everyone was saying, he needs to look at the squad. He needs to look at the squad when he gets back from the Euros. Well, he had a look at the squad in pre-season, and now it seems like on paper that he doesn't trust what he had a good long look at, and we didn't really address. When I feel like 1 or 2 signings could have put us with City and Arsenal, but we didn't make that happen. So, you know, I just hope now that we've got Champions League, this long running, I think I'm interested to see who can he trust outside of this?
Months, it's a long
who's he really gonna trust?
Yeah, but Months
needed this. Months needed this. Like, I've just deeped it. Months, you needed that loss at the weekend, didn't it?
What do you mean? No, bro.
It's taken. No. Because now what you can do is you can do the. We're not in a title race officially.
No. All right. Who's gonna tell him?
No, he was saying it before. To be fair.
But I swear, Mons never said that he's in the title race, though.
No. But Mons likes to cover his tracks.
Mons wants to be able to say,
I can't win. I can't win.
In January or February, Mons wants to be able to say, no one predicted we'd be in a title race. Like, that's what he wants.
I generally can't win.
You're covering all bases. You're covering all bases.
How about this? I can't win. I said during the window, we're not going to be in a title race because we didn't sign no one. Well, apart from Chiesa, but that's still not enough. I said after 3 games, man, it's been 3 games. Like, I'll judge the manager when we're playing Champions League week in, week out. That's when I'll judge the manager. Oh, where's your chest? Where's your chest? We lose the next game. Oh, you're covering your tracks. You're covering your tracks. I can't win. I cannot win. It's crazy.
You know it is once. You know it is. When it comes to cussing man out, and their teams, you hit deep sometimes, and you. To be fair, you can.
I go in too hard.
No, it's not even that. It's just that. But when it comes to wanting to get back at you, you cover your track very well. You deflect very well, and you try to get it to come towards context more than the shameless part. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you're doing that shadow boxing pretty much. So that's the way I kind of.
Hey man, listen, I'm not used to getting hit. You know me. I'm not used to getting hit. So sometimes when I get hit, it's hard to take. You know what I'm saying? But.
But do you know what? So for both of
the
us,
lineups come out and it's unchanged.
Both of us, by the way,
Simicast for Robert. That's the only change.
Oh yes, all my days. Hey, I'll tell you after the stream.
Both AC.
I said that's the one change I made before.
Both AC and Inter. Remember they've got the derby this weekend, didn't they? Okay. So we've got Inter tomorrow. You've got AC today. You might see some changes at half time, maybe them, and we might from Inter as well because it's quite a big game. So what happened there?
You had to quickly dip.
Who? What? It dipped middle of speaking.
Yeah, that was mad. Don't worry, got someone else coming anyways, if they wanted to. But yeah, now what was she saying? Sorry.
No, just saying that it's the Milan derby this weekend as well. So because we've got Inter tomorrow.
I can't lie, once I've never wanted a Liverpool loss more than this game right now. No joke.
Bro, you want us to lose? Like, why wouldn't you want?
I want you to lose all the time, but you know it is. It's
twice in a day for Ches.
You know it, Ches has worked great. He's just come back from Bali. Yeah, look at him, man. The trim.
Bali, Chico knows out there now. You know,
he's got the what's it called?
He's saying you're a bit lighter on your feet. You're a bit lighter on your feet.
Oh man.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what it is? I need the meltdown. You know what we haven't had in a long time.
You're just glowing in it. You're just glowing a bit. Like you get like you haven't stopped smiling all day, bro. Like all day. Like
hey, you won't be smiling about 3 weeks. Won't be smiling about 3 weeks time when he gets a phone call, will he?
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, Ches knows what I mean.
God,
I don't get it.
I'm baffled.
Yeah, I'm baffled as well.
Come on.
Private joke, innit? Let's go.
You were trying to do too much. That's why you're going to get phone calls.
Anyway, back to the conversation. Anyway, Ches, the best squad in Liverpool. What's this got to do with me? I'm talking about Liverpool, bro.
What do you think of Liverpool? What do you think of Liverpool, Ches?
I think it's all fun and games till a ball gets kicked, bro. That's like, all fun and games if you play Nottingham Forest at home. You know what I'm saying?
What are we saying? That might be a legendary line. Could be a legendary line.
Well, we can get it on a t-shirt, I think. Get it on a t-shirt.
Right, Dan said, man, if you don't want the merch early, shout me, man. Come on, man.
Ches,
shout me, bro.
Geordie Dread next to you. He's saying that them man are getting top 4 over you as well. By the way, said their squad's better than yours.
No, I didn't say that.
I heard that as well.
Just don't make them mash up your head, bro. I didn't say that. Bro. You know, man, ain't like me. But yeah, I do believe Newcastle keep up.
I said I don't want it, bro.
You know what was cheeky? Actually, I was watching the show earlier. Do you know what Ches said that was cheeky? The way Ches was doing to Cass, you can't talk to me. We're above you in the league. Like you're 10th.
No. What he said to me
I was thinking, bro, you were 12th all last season. Yeah, that is bare cheeky coming for you.
But
we're not 12th now, though.
We're 12th now. You know what it is, You know what it is. Like you were in a certain league a few years ago, but now you're here. Things change, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like,
Quite a few years ago, to be fair now.
Like you're winning leagues.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Things change. And my thing was, Kaz had the cheek to say to me, win at home. Like, we don't have more points than them. That made no sense.
Do you have a W at home yet?
Kaz, you need to get more points.
Have you celebrated?
Just saying.
Have you celebrated
with
with your
Chelsea?
We beat
Chelsea
at
home, bro. We beat Sevilla at home.
You know when the Chelsea fans are banging the roof. You know when Chelsea fans are banging the roof.
I don't know why this guy.
Banging the roof.
Of all people, you need to just. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't heard that one. Banging the roof. Banging. Bang, bro. Come on,
what,
man. Chez, I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, because that's mad loud.
It is mad loud, to be fair. This guy.
It's mad loud, bro. Mad loud.
I was gonna say though, just to move on, we was having a conversation earlier about is a draw enough at the Etihad for Arsenal, and then Hooks was saying one thing last week, now he's saying another
Comments
thing.
been booting off on that.
What I don't get, I'm not gonna lie. Do you feel like there's a little bit of Haaland disrespect slightly as a player in general? Because now he's getting compared all of a sudden line to Harry Kane and saying Kane would score more goals in a shirt if he was there instead of Haaland. Haaland is always getting disrespected a little bit as a number 9. When the brother's on like 9-10 goals already this season.
He's on 70. I swear he's on 72 goals.
Was the rhetoric that he won't score?
Isn't he on 72 goals in 70 games or something like that?
Confident he's going to get locked up again.
Because is that what the rhetoric is? He's not going to score against Arsenal. Therefore, they're going to have a better result.
That's the one.
But they didn't do anything last season. They still drew. So I don't. The thing is this: he still has to prove it in finals and against Arsenal, for example. But like, why can't he this weekend? Like, why are we just? I
was saying he looks a little bit. I was saying earlier, he looks a little bit.
The thing is, if you skip back to the season before, right? So Arsenal have been good, right, for the last 2 seasons. Yeah, the season before last, he scored against them. Yeah. So, all right, lads, I'll be real. Last season, yeah, he didn't against them. I get that, but there's this. The thing is, like, Ches, you'll know this. When Tuchel first arrived at Chelsea, yeah, Chelsea beat City 3 times in a row. Yeah, they beat us in the FA Cup, they beat us in the Champions League final, and they beat us in the league. In a space of basically, yeah,
in the space of a month.
No one ever talks about Man City coming close to doing a quad, right? However, Man City actually were 3 games away from doing the quad. If we would have beat Chelsea in the semi-final, yeah, we would have got into the final of the FA Cup. We won the league, we won the Carabao, and then we lost to Chelsea in the Champions League. So Chelsea and Tuchel actually stopped City from doing a quad, right? You could say that, yeah? But that was 3 games in the space of about 6 weeks. Tuchel got the better of Pep. After that, not once did he, yeah? The one thing you need to realise is...
we could have won a double that season.
Yeah, you lost in the FA Cup. Yeah, you could have done a double. Yeah.
Oh my days!
But what I'm saying, I'm saying is, yeah, that just because last season you got a draw and a win against us, don't always think that that's a good thing against Pep Guardiola, because that makes Pep really start thinking. And at that point, like, Arsenal are a good team and whatever, but they're. You've got to remember things are different this season as well. Haaland does not look the same this season as he did last season, right? Pep's come out and said it. He's training differently. He's staying later in training. Something happened in the summer, maybe missing out on football. I think he said he had a few little niggly issues last season as well. But the other thing you've got to remember is there's other players that are going to be there this weekend, right? Gundogan is back. Now, we all know that Gundogan loves a goal from outside of the area. He loves popping up. Secondly, you've got Savio and you've got Doku, right? They will be pulling defenders out of position. So it's not going to be the same. And look, I've got every bit of respect for Arsenal's defence. Every bit of respect. Like, for me, I've said it earlier on. Best defence in the league, possibly even best defence in Europe at the moment, yeah? And I've got nothing negative to say about what they did against Spurs. It was a masterclass, right? And being able to go there and do a masterclass, all credit for it. But it's like they think because of that now that, yeah, no problem. Go into the Etihad where we have... And that's the maddest thing, yeah? The maddest thing I'm hearing is not, we'd be happy with a point. The amount of comments I'm seeing on videos of Arsenal fans saying, yeah, we're gonna batter you and shit like that. Bro, we haven't lost at the Etihad for nearly 2 years, right? We're playing against an Arsenal without Odegaard. Do I think Arsenal could get a draw? Yeah, they might be able to get a draw. Am I remotely worried about Arsenal winning the game? Not one little bit. Like, the Arsenal's front 3 do not scare me remotely. Like, not one little bit. Martinelli, nah. Saka against City. What has Saka done? Someone will tell me he scored a goal 2-3 seasons ago against us, which I believe was a fucking penalty. Right? He's not done anything against City. Yeah. For me, actually, I'll be real. The one player probably for Arsenal that I would say, as a chance is Trossard. Trossard bags against us sometimes. That's it.
Would you say, though, if you go, and this is a question for anyone as well at the same time, we flip the question. I'm going to flip the question. Is a draw good enough for Arsenal? If City go and win, is a draw good enough for City? Obviously, because you're already ahead. But if you go and win,
I wouldn't be happy with the draw. I'd be fucking angry with the draw, bro.
You're in pole. Would we not call it pole position for City to be 5 points clear already at this stage of the season?
If we win?
If you win, you're 5 points clear.
But the way I see it is, I said this yesterday. I feel, because I am looking at our next Premier League game after Arsenal at home is Newcastle away. And like I said, a week ago, before Arsenal played Tottenham, we were saying, yeah, boom. If Arsenal drop points to Tottenham and then Arsenal drop points to City, City could be 6, 7, 8 points clear.
Yeah.
If Arsenal then went and beat Tottenham, if we don't beat Arsenal, we'd only then be 2 points ahead of Arsenal going into a Newcastle away game. The great start to the season is just kind of blown out the window for me. So for me, it's a must-win game for City. Like,
have you got a clean sheet yet, Debs? Man City this season. Have you got a clean sheet in the league yet?
I don't think we have. Chelsea, yeah, first game.
All right. No, because I do feel like
should have conceded that game.
Maybe I'm overseeing it, but I do feel like a decent enough team. I know Chelsea did it at the time. I think you can get your defense, bro. I think certain man can get your defense.
That's always been the case, bro. It's all look. Apart from the last time that you would say 2 seasons ago, the back end of the treble season, our defense was fucking unreal, unreal, yeah. But my one issue with Pep over the last couple of seasons is how much like we rotate at the back. Because if you look at any team that wins a Premier League, usually they don't rotate their defense that much. And we saw it the other day. That, like, against Brentford, that first goal was. Do you know what that actually showed me? That showed me how much we do need Diaz, because Diaz is out and out our best defender. Yeah, Akanji, John Stones coming forward on the ball. Of course, they're unbelievable. But Ruben Diaz as a defender, and the best partnerships, they have to complement each other. And I think Akanji, like against Arsenal, I probably would want to see Akanji on the right, and then a partnership of Stones, Diaz, and Vardy on the left. 4 centre-backs, because if you deep it, when we did the treble, that's how we were playing. We were playing with 4 centre-backs.
So I want to take it back just a peg, yeah. We were talking about Arsenal's defence, right? Low-key, if Spurs had even half the players that City had, it would have been a different story. Look who Spurs have, bro. You're trying to unlock a defence with Brennan Johnson, Odegaard, Werner. Like, if Maddison's inconsistent, is he going to unlock a defense? No. All it takes is one pass from Kevin De Bruyne to that back post, and it's in the back of the net. Like, but Arsenal, I don't know if Arsenal have. I don't know if that sort of performance can be sustainable against a City. If City were pressing,
it could be. I don't know. I don't know.
They were on Spurs were, it would have been a different story, because you got so many players in that City team.
I've said this already, I've said this already twice today. I've said if they're going to play this against most teams in the league, they'll win. So they won't need to sit back against most teams in the league. Arsenal, they'll be able to out-possession, out-muscle most teams. When it comes to the bigger teams, I don't think that style of football is going to work when you're talking about the top echelon of the game, Champions League semis, Champs quarters, leagues, Liverpool away, Chelsea away, Newcastle's away. That's not going to work to the same level, because you're relying a lot on set pieces and individual brilliance, which they don't really have. I don't look at Arsenal's team and go, yeah, they've got those players that can turn up out of nowhere and do a mad thing. They just don't have that for me. That's why Daps is saying he doesn't look at the front three. He doesn't do it efficiently enough in the big games. But anyway, he doesn't look at the front three and go, yo, that team is mad. He's looking at it going, couldn't start for them a bit. So for me, if you're relying too much in one area, attack or defense or midfield, that's never a good thing in general. It might be enough to help you push for leagues and push for trophies.
The thing is, I think, right, if you take that Tottenham game at the weekend, like, I hear what you're saying about struggling to break Arsenal down, but you know what? I'm not just going to talk. This isn't to you, Chez. This is to VD. I'm not just looking at that game. I'm looking at Arsenal's defence over the last 2 years. Yeah, I rate Arsenal's defence. I can't lie. But the thing is, I think I compared the way Tottenham were as to how England were against Iceland like 4 or 5 years ago, where we got knocked out of a tournament where for the last 15, 20 minutes, yeah, it's like England were passing left, right, and then spamming the ball into the box for like 6'5" players that were all just heading it clear. There was nothing. The difference is with City, like, yes, we could do that. We don't really do that, but we could try and hit Haaland. Firstly, we will probably cross the ball better than Brennan Johnson. But secondly, you've got Rodri, you've got Foden, you've got Gundogan, right? That any of those three, and De Bruyne, right? So you've got 4 players that regularly, score goals from outside of the area, right? Something that Tottenham don't have. Then you've got runners like Doku, runners like Savio, right? That will be creating pockets of space and actually running at defenders like Tottenham couldn't do. So it's not comparable. And thirdly, it's the Etihad, which is a fortress. And finally, I'll be real with you. Like, I think Solanke is going to be found out this season, going back to Tottenham real quick, because it's easy to play, for a Bournemouth against teams that predominantly don't sit with 10 men behind the ball, right? So Solanke last season for Bournemouth was getting a lot of space to run into, right? Erling Haaland for Manchester City does not get a lot of space to run into, So compare the difference there. And I think the other thing is, Haaland's going into this weekend knowing he could break a record, another record, right? I lie?
Yeah.
If he scores this weekend, he's the fastest man to reach 100 goals, I think it is, in all comps.
In all comps.
So,
wow.
Or is that the league? It might even just be league.
No, it's not league. Yeah, it's not league. He's only on about 70 in the league so far.
The thing is, though, one thing, though, Arsenal's defence, when you talk about it, 1, can't undermine it, in my opinion. 2, when you're playing against better opposition, you play much better in general, for me. That's always been the way. 3, when it came to the top 6, I believe Arsenal were the best. I don't think the issue is the top 6. I think it's the smaller sides. They went to Villa. They won. They got their 3 points there. Against City, a point is not the worst thing in the world. I think really and truly, Arsenal need to focus more on the littler sides that do want to try and bring the game a little bit to them and find moments. That's it. Nothing more. I think as long as I think Arteta's way of thinking is, as long as they're in the game, there's a chance. Away from home, setting up the way he needs to set up, I don't think there's anything wrong with it, to be honest.
No, I think
because I feel if they go out against Man City, knowing that Man City will probably go at their gaff, knowing that Man City will probably outplay them, Haaland in behind, you're not catching him, KDB, Ball, Gundogan, whoever. We'll be calling Arteta tactically naive.
Can I just, Aaron, you're saying, Daps, we didn't score against you last season. Not once did I say that we scored against you last season, but also what I'm saying is last season, one of the games against you, right, I listed players, that can score from outside of the area, right? Last season, when we played you at your gaff, Rodri and De Bruyne were not playing. Firstly. Secondly, we didn't have Savio. Thirdly, we didn't have Gundogan. I listed a bag of reasons, and all you're taking from it is we didn't score against you last season. Bro, I get it. Last season, we didn't score against you. But if you think that by doing that against a Pep Guardiola City team, that means it's always going to be the same, that's like it,
that was my point. I disagree with guys.
Pep looks at and just changes.
We already agreed earlier. We agreed earlier, remember. We said it's not about... If Arsenal, I would lose a touch of respect. Not that it really matters because I'm a rival. Remember, we said it's how they do it in the game, innit? I think they could. I would like Arsenal to be a little bit more adventurous at times, a bit like Brentford does, and all these other teams that try it. But if they sit low block and they just like last time at the Etihad, I look at that thinking, do you want this? Do you want this league? Like, do you?
Look, I hear it. Yeah, that's the part. But loads of the comments from earlier on were saying a point at the Etihad is a good result. And a point at the Etihad, let me be clear, a point at the Etihad is a good result. I just think like right. Last season, my whole thing was, I'm not even the same as Mont saying you must come to the Etihad and try and win the game. But I heard a lot of Arsenal fans last season telling me we're coming to win the game, and then you didn't come to win the game. So that's where I thought. But I'll be real. I can't lie. If Arsenal come and get a point, I'll be more pissed off than they will be. 100%. Because I'm expecting to beat them.
The only thing I disagree with when Kaz was talking about how
the defense is to be rated a lot higher than we are making out, except and whatever I've read to tear. My thing is, Man City had a crap record against the top 6. They still won the league.
Yeah, last season we'd really did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not about my argument. I argue disagree. So that's why the only thing to disagree with here is the thing you said about top 6 or not, bro. It's nothing to do with that. It's just teams in general.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's nothing to do with top 6 clubs. All that crap doesn't mean anything. Like Man City literally had a really poor record against top 6, and they didn't win. They still won the league.
Do you know the thing is, I always try and explain it. The thing is with Pep, yeah.
No one celebrated a 4-4 draw. I don't know what idiot talking about.
Pep just seems to know how to. He knows how to stay in a position, yeah, where we are in a title race, and when it gets down to it, he knows how to just get it done. Like that's all. I can't even describe what it is he done. So I'm not one of these people that is here saying Arsenal must come and win. What I would say is, if Arsenal do come and win at the Etihad, I think that changes a lot. I think it changes a lot for the rest of the season. I think Arsenal's players. Do you know what? I swear I've said this for the last 2 seasons.
In what sense?
Because
right.
I'm going to go back to what I've said probably for the last 2 seasons. I have watched Arsenal overcome hurdle after hurdle after hurdle after hurdle, right? They really have, yeah? And it goes back to 2 seasons ago where the season before they were losing against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park. First game of the season, they played Crystal Palace and they went and got a result, right? It was a hurdle that they had in front of them. I just think there's this mentality, right? The one thing that we will say as City fans is the mentality thing. We've got a mentality of getting the job done. We've got a mentality. I think if Arsenal's players can go to the Etihad and win, then all of a sudden they're going to be playing with the next level of confidence, because they're going to now know City, if we match City result for result, City are going to have to come to the Emirates. And it's simple like that. So, but at the same time, I don't think Arsenal fans or City fans this weekend are going to be saying the league has been won this weekend. If we draw, if City win,
the hoping will be if they lose. The hoping will be it's not over yet. It's only 5 points. If they win, it will be we won the league.
Either way will be there, man. Big up to everyone as well, man. Make sure you smash the likes real quick as well. I think I don't know how to say your name properly. Sile? Sile or Sil. Big up yourself for the super sticker. AMT, do you think Arteta hasn't learned his lesson against Man City until now? I think he just knows he needs to be defensively secure against them no matter what in it to have a chance.
But the same thing you would say on that is this is where if you say, oh, look, Arteta's learned his lesson, then you can say, okay, well, the last 2 results, Pep's learned his lesson.
It can work both ways.
Yeah,
it's a never-changing thing.
What changes in that Liverpool lineup? So there's only 2 changes.
No, it's 2. It's Gakpo. It's the whole left-hand side, basically. The left-hand.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Lucas and Gakpo, yeah. Look, man, we're gonna finish up there anyways, but do go subscribe to everyone. You can put their, as I say, usually, look, if you like them, you can screenshot on your phones because most of you watching your phones. You can put their names in the YouTube search bar and you can go find them. This is gonna go over to Monster's channel as well, where you might see some hopefully he's gonna be crying. Also, we're gonna be on TIFO doing a watch along for both fixtures as well. So there's Man United there on the side, but there's Liverpool, Milan in it with me and Daps. United goes on TIFO. So
who are you playing again, mate?
We're going live in literally
who are you playing again, Cass?
We're playing Barnsley. Yeah, I think where John Stones is from, I think.
It is indeed.
So yeah, man. But big ups. Anyone got anything else to say quick?
Boy, just big up to the unbeaten crew.
Number 45.
Yeah, 3-point collectors crew.
Big up to the unbeaten crew. Not collectors.
No. Both of you shush 12 points out of 12 points. How about that?
Yeah, your Man City though, bro. What's the gap?
Not everyone's on 1-5 cheat. So we're not on the same level. Not everyone's a cheat,
bro.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Loophole.
That's crazy.
Once you lost the home to Tottenham Forest, this is not your period.
Hey, Ches, you drew at home. You haven't won a home game this season.
I haven't heard Milan, brother.
Chelsea. I haven't heard that all season. So it's fine.
Well, you need to focus on Milan.
Anyways, in a bit, I see you lot on TIFO. Look, come and watch us on TIFO. Watch along settings. That's where we do all our watch alongs. In a bit.